Good morning, friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis where I am journeying through my 40s, and y'all, I'm working so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. And today is Sunday, June the 29th, and we are going to be stepping on the scale here in just a moment and starting week 1 of my July physical health vlog. What I do here typically is I will step on the scale, get a starting weight, take you through my week, see my activity level, see what I eat, just kind of see how my week goes. It's kind of like a physical and a mental health vlog and just like my life. And then on Saturday, I will step on the scale again, get a closing weight for the week. I don't know how you say these words. And then we'll close it out. We'll see how the week went. Just as a sum up for those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find this entertaining. I hope you stick around and join me. Last week I was super sick. I had strep throat, so I am feeling much better now. I have started eating foods again in the last couple of days, but when I weighed out yesterday, I was at a much lower weight than I have been. I don't think that will stick, so I'm not unhappy with that weight, but I do anticipate my weight like maybe being low now, but being up again by the time I weigh out on Saturday, so this is my disclaimer. When I weighed out yesterday, I was 239.9, which is the lowest I think I've ever been. Like, that's the lowest I have recorded. Like, not ever in my life, obviously. I was much lower when I was a child, but like as an adult, that's the lowest I've been. So, but I do, and it will probably be around that now, but I do think it will be up higher than that at the end of next week. I don't think that's a realistic weight for me. That's just a week of not eating. So that's enough of that disclaimer. I'm gonna get on the scale. We'll see what my starting weight is, and then I'm gonna go get ready for church, and we'll start Sunday, and I will take y'all with me. Okay, here we go. Also, apologize for my nails. It is desperately time for a pedicure, but my birthday is in 2 weeks, so yeah, 240.3. It's already on the way back up. I mean, I don't anticipate gaining a ton of weight, but like eating actual foods will do this. So 240.3 is my weight for the starting of week 1 of July. Breakfast time, I made sausage, gravy, and biscuits. I have my coffee, and I have my tulips. I'm gonna eat this and then go to church, and I will check in with y'all later. Okay, guys, it is about 1:45, and I am home from church. Is that right? It was later than that. Anyway, it's about 1:45. I'm home from church. I ran a couple of errands afterwards. I am about to eat my lunch. I got sushi. We picked up some sushi yesterday when we were at Costco. I'm gonna eat this, and then I am going to film, finish editing last week's vlog, get that up, and then I am gonna go get some work done. I have a lot of work to do for my job. So this week is gonna be crazy crunch time. It's a short week. It's the week of close. I have one person off all week, one person off Wednesday, Thursday. I think she's off Wednesday, Thursday. She's for sure off Thursday. And then my boss is gone all week. So I am going to be super, super busy. And it's just not possible for me to get it all done in the work week. So I'm going to go log on and get some of that done after I get the vlog up. So I'm going to eat, vlog, and then go to work. So I will check in at dinner time. But for lunch, I'm going to have the sushi and my water. I just have water. Alrighty, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Alright, it is dinner time. Nathan made fajitas. I'm going to have them as nachos, like normal. And Nathan is watching Point Blank. I can speak. Point Break. Sorry, Point Break. I do know this movie. I have seen it. So yeah, nachos, Point Break. And then I bought myself a new purse today. Been wanting a new one. So I'm going to switch those over. I did work for like 3 hours, and I got quite a bit done. So I'm going to enjoy this and rest and then start working again tomorrow. Okay, good night. Happy Monday morning, my friends. It is time to start working. I have taken the trash out. I have brushed my teeth. I have done all the things. Not in that order, because that would have been weird. But anyway, it's all done, and I heated up my breakfast. I showed you yesterday morning's breakfast, which was biscuits and gravy. I only ate half of that, so I heated up the other half, and that's what I'm having this morning. And so I had one biscuit with gravy yesterday. Today I'm having the second biscuit with gravy. And then I just poured myself some iced coffee, and I have my water. I don't know why I'm picking everything up. I can just turn my phone. So there we go. Water, iced coffee, biscuit, and gravy. And I am going to get started. I worked yesterday afternoon. I worked for about 3 hours, and I think I got more done in those 3 hours than I get done in like a regular work day, because I had myself on Do Not Disturb. Nobody was bothering me. The system wasn't lagged down. It was running really smoothly. I got all of my reports done that I normally run this morning. I got my, you have to redo. I work for healthcare, so I have compliance and HIPAA stuff I have to redo annually. I got all of that stuff done. It's due by today, by the 30th. I had to get it done by today, and I was like, I'm just gonna knock it out. I got that stuff done. I got so much done yesterday afternoon. I mean, there's still a ton to do this week, but I feel like I got so much done yesterday afternoon. So I'm just going to get to work. I just wanted to check in, say good morning, show you what I was eating, and I will see y'all at lunchtime. Bye. Okay, it is lunchtime, and I heated up some more sausage on my tiny little sandwich buns, and I am having that with my water, and that's what I'm doing for lunch today. And that's it. I'm going to get back to work because, as previously mentioned 1,000 times, I'm busy. Okay, I'll see y'all at dinner. I'm not sure if I mentioned how much work I got done yesterday when nobody was calling me and emailing me and bothering me. So yeah, it's after 5 and I'm sitting at my desk, but I'm going to do some more work because I didn't get any write-offs. Zero done today. Not one. And I got 50 done yesterday, so yeah, I'm gonna work and get some done today. I mean, I got a lot of other stuff done, but just not that, and that's the main thing. I have to have them done by 3 o'clock on Thursday. I have to, or they can't close the books. So I have to have them done. What are you ripping? Paper towel. My dog is ripping paper towel. I need to go take that from him, but I'm going to eat my dinner here. I got the last of the sushi that I'm going to eat. Nathan likes the other sushi, like the rolls. I don't like all the stuff in the rolls, so we split. I'm just going to eat the salmon and rice and with some soy sauce. When he took Chad to the vet, he brought me back some Dutch Brothers. I drank about half of it. I don't know if you can see what's in there. But anyway, he brought me back some Dutch Brothers, so that was nice. But I'm just going to drink my water with it now. Anyway, I'm going to go rescue that paper towel and get to work. And I will see y'all probably tomorrow. I'm just going to work and then go to bed. So, alrighty, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. It has been 2 weeks, but I finally made it back to the gym today. So, it's Tuesday. I don't know that I'll be back on Thursday because Thursday is closed. And I may or may not have mentioned 1,000 times, close is going to be a little bit of a busy day for me, but maybe I'll make it back on Friday if they're open. I should have checked to see if they were open. They might be open, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just glad I made it today, so I'm going to go home. I'm not going to go get coffee. I'm just going to go home and make some breakfast and get to work. So I'm just happy I made it. I'll talk to y'all when I have food. Okay, bye. Okay, breakfast is made. I just made a scramble. I didn't want toast because this looks like a ton of food. It's only 2 eggs, but it just looks like so much food. It's 2 eggs and some of that sausage that I made up the other day for the sausage gravy. I didn't use all of it in the gravy, so this is some of the sausage that's left. So it's 2 eggs and some cheese and some sausage, and then iced coffee, and refilled my water. Actually, I haven't refilled my water yet. I need to refill my water. And that's what I'm going to have for breakfast, and I'm going to go get to work. I will check in with y'all later on in the day. Okay, bye. Okay, guys, it is lunchtime, and I am having these things that I don't know how to say because I am very white. Ancho beef and mozzarella pupa sauce? I don't know how you say that, but they are really good. I found these at Whole Foods, obviously gluten-free, and I'm gonna eat them. I've had them before. This is not my first package. And then I actually found the same brand. It's called Trace. I found the same brand at Costco, and I picked up a package. This is the ancho beef and mozzarella.
version, but they have other ones too. This also has a chili. What is it? Stuffed corn tortillas with seasoned beef mozzarella and ancho chili. They're really good. I just heated them up in the air fryer, but you can also make them on the stove or in the oven. So if you don't have an air fryer, you can still make them. Anyway, they're really, really good, easy to eat, quick to heat up, and not very high calories. So I think they're 330 calories for the both of them if you're watching calories. I don't really count calories. If you've been around, you know that, but that's not very bad for an entire lunch. So anyway, I'm going to do that with my water, and I'm finally having some tea again. I haven't really had tea in a while, so having some of my tea and just working away. I am going to get back to it, so I will see y'all later. Bye. Okay, dinner time. Yes, I'm still working. I'm going to have two of the biggest chicken strips I've ever seen. These are more like chicken fillets than chicken strips, but we'll see what I can do. I'm going to eat those while I do some more write-offs, and I'm going to dip them in some honey mustard. And I did also pour myself a Diet Coke. So I'm going to do this while I think I'm only going to work for an hour tonight. Last night I did like an hour and a half. No, I did 2.5 hours. So tonight I might only do an hour. We'll see how much I can get done and how much of a roll I'm on. Because I got 0 done today, again, during the day. I just cannot do them during the day. I'm too busy. I get too many phone calls. I get too many interruptions, and I cannot do them. 2 more days, y'all. 2 more days of this, and then it's closed, and then it's the 4th, and then next week is my birthday. I can do this. There is a goal in sight. There is an end in sight. I can do this, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Okay, I'm going to go eat my dinner and get back to work, and I will check in with y'all probably not tonight again, but tomorrow. Good night. It's going to get to the point, it may be that point, where y'all only know it's a new day because I've changed my clothes. Because I'm just going to be sitting here in this chair, like, for every shot. But it is breakfast time on Wednesday, and I've made myself another egg scramble because that was delicious yesterday. It's just 2 eggs and some cheese and some of that sausage that's left over. Still got a little bit more sausage, so I'm going to do this again tomorrow because this is pretty good. And then some homemade iced coffee. So that is what I am doing for breakfast this morning, and I am working away, so I'm going to get back to it. I will check in with y'all at lunchtime. Y'all, you ever get like a craving and you don't even know what it's for, and you can try to eat something and it's just nothing satisfies that craving, and so you keep wanting to eat something? I wouldn't let myself eat because I knew that I wasn't hungry. But then finally I was like, I bought apples the other day. I'm going to have some apples and peanut butter because that's like a snack that I loved since I was a kid. This is exactly what I wanted, and I didn't even know it. And I splurged and got the sliced up apples. Y'all, this is exactly what I wanted, and I'm so happy right now. And I just needed to share that with y'all. Apples dipped in peanut butter. Yummy. If you haven't tried it, try it. I mean, provided you're not allergic to peanut butter, obviously. Don't do it if you're allergic to peanut butter. But yeah, I needed that. And now I'm going to go back to work. Okay, bye. Okay, Nathan's not home, and that means it's stinky food time. I heated up my pot stickers, and I think I'm going to try to make my broccoli, like, later today. I'm going to try to have it for dinner, but I'll cook it earlier so that I can have it cooked before Nathan gets home. So I can cook all my stinky foods today. That's my plan. That's my plan, but then it might fail because I'm going to be working. Who am I kidding? Closes tomorrow. But that's my plan because I really want to eat my broccoli because I love broccoli. And it stinks too bad to cook. Anyway, and then a Verner's. And I found, so my magic koozie that Kay made me fits like every cup in my house. Every cup. But it does not fit cans. So I found this old koozie from my bestie's wedding. And it says Team Bride on one side and Team Groom on the other side. So anyway, I haven't used this in 10 years. So I'm going to use this koozie because I don't really have a lot of koozies, but now I've gotten spoiled by koozies from my magic koozie. So I'm going to use this koozie to drink my Verner's with, and I'm going to eat my pot stickers and keep working. And that's my plan. And I'll let y'all know if I make broccoli or not. We'll see if I have time. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, it is dinner time. It's like 6:30, but I'm not super hungry because I had all those apples earlier. So I made some of those like Brazilian cheese ball bread bite thingies. So I'm going to eat those. Y'all, I just have to make it through tonight and tomorrow. And then it's done. One way or the other, it's done. I either get it done or I don't get it done, but it's done. So I'm going to eat my dinner, drink my water, and I also have some tea. I made another cup of tea, but it's almost done. And keep working, and eventually I will stop, give up, go to bed, and then tomorrow I will do some more. And then we'll be done. And that'll be the end of it. And then it'll be the 4th of July. And then next week is my birthday. And I haven't had a chance to tell y'all what fantastic thing I have planned for next week because I've just been working. But I will tell y'all. I will tell y'all. But not right now because I got to go back to work. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. New day. New shirt. So you know it's a new day. It is Thursday. It is close day. I don't want to talk about how late I worked last night. And I really didn't get that much done because 2 emergencies popped up at 5. So I worked on those emergencies until almost 7. So I didn't get to start working on my stuff until 7. So I worked on that for a couple of hours. And so, yeah, you know. Anyway, I treated myself. I treated myself to PJs this morning. I went and got my muffin. This was their last muffin. They've ordered more, but it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to get them. So I won't be able to treat myself to PJs for my birthday. But that's okay. I have PJ's muffin and a coffee, and that's what I'm going to have for breakfast this morning. My reports are running. I am just sat down. It's just after 11 and I just sat down, but that's okay. It will be done today. Close will be done today. And then tomorrow's the 4th. And then next week, everybody's back in the office. Well, one person's out, but that's okay. That's okay. But most of the people are back. My boss is back. And then I have 2 days off at the end of the week, and that's okay. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's all going to be okay. I'm going to go get to it so I can get this day over with. And then tomorrow's the 4th. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. It is lunchtime, and I made up the last of what was left in my chicken fingers, chicken strip bag. This might be too much, I don't know, but it's what was left. And I poured myself a Diet Coke. I'm going to eat this. I have some honey mustard I'm going to eat with it. And I have 3 hours left. 3 hours left until close. And then it's done. And then it's done. And then I'll be done. I have 3 hours, guys, until I'm done. And that's all I can do. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my last 3 hours of this chaos. And then I can actually start, like, doing other aspects of my job. But I am walking away at 5. I would walk away when I was done with this, except for I only have 2 other people on my team right now, so I can't leave them. But I'm walking away at 5 tonight. And if I'm still awake, I'm going to go to wine night. If I'm not, I'm going to go to bed. But if I'm still awake, I'm going to go to wine night. There are fireworks in my town tonight for the 4th of July. If I'm still awake at that time, I'm going to go to those. My friend, one of my friends, one night friend ladies is, so we could all go watch them in her driveway, which she lives just around the corner from me, so you can see them from her driveway. So this is all TBD. It all depends on me staying awake. But I have 3 hours left until I can't do anything more for clothes, and everything I've done is everything I can do. So I'm going to go do what I can do. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, I made wings and French fries for dinner, and that's what I'm going to be eating with water. And that's it. I did make it. I did finish work. So, what time is it? It's about 6. It's a little after 6. All right, I'm eating my dinner. Happy Friday, friends. I'm not sitting in my chair at my desk, even though I probably should be because it's time to record my video, but I'm actually making myself some coffee, hot coffee for once, which is something I haven't done in a long time. And then I'm going to have some toast because I need to take my pills. I haven't taken my meds yet this morning, but it is 8:37 and I am just now getting up and out of bed. I've been awake for a little bit, but I haven't actually gotten up. I just let myself lay and do nothing this morning, which I really needed. I am going to eat this toast and drink some coffee, wait for Nathan to get back from his walk with the dogs, and then we're going to go to the gym because they're only open till 1 today, and I didn't get there yesterday, and I am determined to get back to the gym today. And then I'm going to come home and film my video. And then my wine app video. For those of you who don't watch my wine app videos, I do wine app videos, my budget check-ins. And then I'm just going to chill. It is the 4th. I am going to be making burgers, but it is raining. It has been raining. They canceled the fireworks last night, so I didn't have to worry about going to bed early and being lame and missing them. But I am got final count for the main thing I'm doing for my birthday with like my group of friends, so I'm going to go ahead and book that. The thing that I did book for just me and my bestie on Friday, I will tell y'all about. So I will, after I get back from the gym and film my wine app video, I'll come in and I'll fill y'all all in on what I am doing for my birthday because I'm really, really excited about it. That is, my birthday is actually a week from yesterday, but I'm celebrating it a week from today and then a week from tomorrow. I'm like kind of spreading it out. So anyway, I'm gonna go make my toast, drink my coffee, and just wait for Nathan to get back so we can go to the gym. And I will check in with y'all later. Bye. So I decided to get lunch delivered because didn't feel like cooking, so I got my guaco taco. You can keep that going. And that's my 2 tacos and my queso. And I got some chips. And Nathan is watching the video for binging with Babish because he's making that. That's gonna be dinner. Decided not to barbecue because, man, it is raining and my grill is soaked. I'm gonna break that law. Man, that looks good. I'll show you that later. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go eat. Okay, bye. Okay, for dinner, I am going to be having that pork chop that Nathan made. Not pork chop, but pork loin. I don't know what all's in it, but Chad really wants it. I mean, Charlie really wants it. Charlie is really trying to eat my dinner. So I'm gonna eat this with some mashed potatoes. I'm very not hungry. I didn't eat lunch very long ago. But I really want to try this, so I just cut myself a really little piece and I'm gonna eat it. And that's it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Happy Saturday, friends. It is just about 8 o'clock. It's like 7:45 on Saturday, July the 5th. And I am about to step on the scale and do my way out for the first week of July. I did not end up barbecuing yesterday. I broke that law, but I technically didn't really have access to a grill because it was raining so hard. It was coming in sideways and my grill was soaked and my charcoal got soaked. And I couldn't have really grilled yesterday. It was so bad. It's still raining. It's not safe here. There's all kinds of flash flood warnings. There's not good stuff happening out there. So if you're in Texas, I hope you're being safe. I have no plans to leave my house at all today. I actually just told Nathan I think it'll be a win if I never take my PJs off. That's my goal for today. Stay in my PJs all day. But first, we're gonna step on the scale and see what I weigh, and then I'm gonna go figure out something for breakfast. So, I was 240 pounds, 240.3 pounds at the beginning of this week. Again, as a disclaimer, I was really sick last week and I hadn't really eaten very much. So, I'm not sure if I will still be at that weight because I did have I had chips and dip yesterday and a taco, and then I also had that pork loin roll Nathan made because it was delicious, but it was super, super salty. So between the chips, the queso, and that pork loin, I know there was a lot of salt in my diet yesterday. I regret nothing. It was all amazing, fantastic food. It was the 4th of July. And again, no goals to lose weight this month. It's the summertime. But I did accidentally lose some weight at the end of June. So maintaining is my goal. So we'll see where I am. So I was I keep saying 240.3 pounds is where I was at the beginning of the week. So let's see where I am to close it. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. You know what? I'm going to take that. 241.0. Straight up even. 241. Less than a pound gained after all that food I ate yesterday. Awesome. Okay, 241. I just want to give y'all a little glimpse of my plan for today. There will be more. I am sure I will eventually get up, but right now I have no plans to get out of bed and put clothes on. Also, as per the usual, I am pretty sure I overestimated how much I'm going to be able to eat for breakfast. For example, when I showed you what I ordered for lunch yesterday, yeah, I still have more than half of that left. I only ate one of those tacos and half of that dip, and I knew I would. But
It's left. I have it in my fridge. But for breakfast, I heated up the rest of the gravy that I made last week and 2 of the biscuits. And then I am watching, I'm going to flip the camera. I am watching a YouTube video touring the breakers in Newport. That is my plan for this morning. I'm going to watch this video, eat these biscuits, and just chill, drink my water. I also made some iced coffee. And I'm just going to hang out and do nothing for this morning because I can't. So that's my plan, and I will check in with y'all if I do anything else. Okay, bye. Okay, it is about 12:30. Successful in not changing out of my PJs so far, but I have left my room, and that was just a choice that I made because I didn't want to spend my whole day in my room. But it is about lunchtime, so I have heated up the taco from yesterday and the queso from yesterday, and I'm going to eat that with the chips. That's what I'm going to do for lunch today. For dinner, I'll probably have some of that pork loin. And I have started looking at excursions for my cruise. So that is what I am working on right now. And by working, I mean, yeah, it's just fun. I'm just deciding to enjoy today. So I just listened to the first 2 talks for my church retreat that is going on up in Canada. Well, not the first 2 because I missed all of yesterday. Like there was a whole bunch yesterday that I didn't listen to any of. So I listened to the first 2 for today, and there are 2 more this afternoon, like this afternoon and then this evening that I will listen to later. But that they're taking a break now. They're having lunch, and then they have like activities, which obviously I am not participating in because I am not in Canada right now. I am in Texas, and it is super soggy rainy here. Scary stuff going on in Texas, y'all. I don't know if y'all have heard, like, there's missing kids from that camp. That is so sad and so scary. Kind of puts into perspective not being able to, it absolutely puts into perspective not being able to watch fireworks and not being able to barbecue. Much, much worse things are going on than that. So, anyway, I'm enjoying my Saturday, just sitting, chilling, staying in my PJs all day. But yeah, that's what I am doing today. So I hope y'all are having a relaxing 4th of July weekend and getting caught up on whatever you wanted to get caught up on, or just even if that is relaxing, which is what I needed to get caught up on this weekend. So that's what I am doing. I'll check in with y'all later. For dinner tonight, just another piece of the pork from last night, and that's all I am going to have. I'm not super hungry. Oh, and a Diet Coke that I poured and left over there. It's over there. Just trust me, I'm having a Diet Coke and pork chop. And then we're picking something to watch. Don't know what we're going to watch yet, but that's my dinner. It's Saturday night. Don't know if I'll check in. I'll try to check in again to say goodnight before I close the week out. So I'll see y'all later. Okay, it is just about 10 o'clock and I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to check in and say goodnight. I did succeed in not getting out of my PJs all day, except for I did take a shower and then I changed into different PJs. But other than that, success. My cousin stopped by and I was like, if I had known you were coming, I would have put clothes on, but I'm glad you didn't, because then I would have failed at my mission today. So whatever. Anyway, so my cousin came over and I hung out with him in my PJs. So, but he just was here for like an hour, and he and Nathan are best friends. That's how I met Nathan, is he was friends with my cousin. So he's coming on the cruise with us. So that'll be fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you in the morning for Sum Up Becky, and we'll talk about my week, and I will fill y'all in. I just realized that I filled y'all in on my birthday plans, but I only did that on YNAB. I didn't talk about that here, so I will fill y'all in more fully about my birthday plans in case y'all don't watch my YNAB video, so you will know what I am doing next week for my birthday. But for now, I'm exhausted from doing absolutely nothing all day, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night. Hello, it's Sunday Sum Up Becky here to sum up my week. It is actually just about 2 o'clock, so the church that I zoomed into today started later and went longer than my normal church, but I didn't have to go anywhere, so I didn't run any errands after, so I was actually already home and sitting in this location, though I have gotten up and moved around and made lunch and everything since. But anyway, it was a give and take. It was a very good church, but it was just long. Um, so let's sum up the week. As you just saw, I worked a whole lot, and then I did a whole lot of nothing yesterday. But I did get clothes done, and I did get I feel like I did a good job, and I feel like I was justified because I got some comments from the billing department on how much I did, and that we did a very good job. My team, my whole team, did a very good job this month in general. So I feel like we did a good job, even without my boss, and I knew we would, but I was still stressed about it because it was the first time. Sorry, it was the first time we were doing it without her, so I'm glad we made it. She's just never allowed to do that to me again. Anyway, Uh, then I realized last night as I was closing up, as you just saw in that last clip, that I never told y'all about my plans for my birthday. So if you watch my wine app videos, you have already seen this, unless you missed Friday's video. But my birthday is Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 10th. And so for my birthday, I am taking the day off. I'm taking Thursday and Friday. Thursday morning, I have no plans. I am going to go down to OMG Squee, which is a place here in Austin. Well, I don't live in Austin, but I live in the Austin area. It's a place in Austin where they make gluten-free donuts. They make mochi donuts, and I treat myself on my birthday to some donuts. And they are a little pricey, and they're obviously very high in calories because they are donuts, but they are delicious and they are gluten-free. So that's a treat that I do for myself on my birthday. I'm going to take myself down there, get some donuts, and then I am going to get a pedicure and just have a relaxing morning. And then I have plans for dinner with a friend of mine whose birthday is at the end of June. We normally kind of meet up in the middle in between our birthdays, but it just worked out to where we could meet up on my birthday this year. So we have plans to go to Estancia, which, if you've seen me, if you've been around for a little while, you know is a favorite of mine. I like to go to special occasion dinners there. It is a Brazilian steakhouse where you have all you can eat meat, and I really like meat. And I took my mom there for Mother's Day brunch, and when I went, they gave me a card for a free meal. So she and I will split the price of one meal. So we'll take each other out for our birthdays. And then on Friday morning, my bestie and I are going down to a mineral spring day spa. So Nathan paid for my day pass as my birthday gift this year. So I'm very excited to go down and do that and just spend the day with her. We haven't had a chance in a long time to just spend the day, just the two of us together, have a girls' day, have a besties' day, because she has two young children. We both have, jobs, and it's hard to just get some one-on-one all day out together. So I'm very excited to just get to spend the day with her and go to this mineral spring and do some relaxing. And then when I was talking to my friend, another friend, she said she had just gone with a group of her friends a couple of weeks ago and she loved it. So she gave me some tips. So I'm very excited to try this place out on Friday. Um, and then Saturday, we are going to, with the same group of friends that I had done the escape room for my friend Kay's birthday, we're going to redo that same escape room because we did not finish it. We only got about 80% of the way through. So we're going to try it again. And then go to dinner to the same place we've gone for the last couple of years for my birthday. It's a place called The Standard, and I really, really like it. So I'm very excited to do all of my birthday plans. So hopefully this is not developing into strep. If it is, as I said, if I wake up tomorrow and I am feeling like this or worse, I'm going to call my doctor in the morning and ask if they can just prescribe me some amoxicillin and so I can knock this out immediately. If I have to go in, I'll go in, but I do not want to deal with this, because I know I can get over it pretty quickly if it is strep, but I have to start the antibiotics pretty quickly. So if I start them tomorrow, if I am sick, if I start them tomorrow, I know I'll be fine by Thursday, but I don't want to mess around with this. Oh, Charlie, he doesn't need to go out. He just came in. He just wants to go play. Anyway, so those are my plans for my birthday, and this was my week. But yeah, yesterday was lovely, just doing nothing. I looked up a whole bunch of cruise videos. It has finally, it's finally starting to sink in a way that my last cruise, the one that I ended up canceling, never did. And that tells me I don't think I ever really I don't think I ever really thought I was going to go on that cruise. Even after I booked it, I think I kind of knew I wasn't going to go. But this time I'm going. I'm going. Even if Nathan decides not to go, like, I'll just pay for the whole cabin by myself. Like, I'm going on this cruise. So, I mean, Lord willing, obviously, everything, anything could change at any time. But as long as things continue as they are, if I don't lose my job, if as long as my health continues to be in, you know, as long as I remain healthy, my mom remains healthy, and there are no health emergencies in my immediate family, I plan to go on this cruise. So I started looking at excursions. I mentioned in my YNAB video that it's like I'm going to be 45 this year, and it's really hard to decide what you want for your birthday. So I know if you've been around for a while, you know I do a fundraising gala with my group of friends for Big Brothers and Big Sisters every year. So I just this afternoon put on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, a fundraiser for our Big Brothers and Big Sisters as for my birthday. So if you would like to do something for me for my birthday, I have started a fundraiser for Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Central Texas. I do also have an Amazon wish list if you really want to buy me something specifically. But there's a fundraiser that I just started for Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Central Texas. I think that's a very good cause. Also, we did have a lot of flooding, and there have been quite a few people. I think it's up to over 40 people who lost their lives. I don't know of any charities or anything yet associated with that. It's been way too soon for me to have been able to do any vetting, but I will look into that and see if I can find any donations that I can link for that. But anyway, it's hard for me to find something that's for me. I'm going to be 45. I don't need any household gadgets. I don't need any, like, I don't need anything. I have everything that I need. I have most of the things that I want. And so, but my bestie is just like me. I love to buy things for people, and she loves to buy things for people, and she is the queen of gift giving. Like, she is so good at gift giving. It's just amazing. It blows my mind how good she is at it. But she was like asking me to update my Amazon wish list, and I was going through and I was like, literally, there's nothing I want or need. So I put stuff on my Amazon wish list that's like stuff I was going to be buying that's like on my reorder list that I bought recently. That I was like, I guess I'm gonna run out of this soon. I'll put this on my Amazon wish list. And so she was like, how about Wade? Wade is her husband. She's like, how about Wade and I just pay for one of your excursions on your cruise? And I was like, okay, that's something I know I'm gonna have to buy. I'm gonna spend money on. So yeah, and that's about some of them. Some of them are quite pricey, but some of them are within the price range that we normally spend on each other for gifts. So I started looking at cruise excursions, and then that led down the rabbit hole of, well, this because I'm going on the Sun Princess, which is one of the newer cruise ships, and I was like, oh, it looks like this one's a little different from the last cruise ship I went on, which was the Ruby Princess, which is one of the older ships. It's a completely different layout. So then I started watching like ship tours and ship reviews, and now I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm watching cruise reviews, and I'm watching what's that, Lolita Loco. If you go cruising, you know all the big ones like Emma Cruises and Lolita Loco, and the Cruise Life, all those. Tony, what's his name? Don Miller. Not Don Miller. Don Miller's an actual human that I know. It's a guy who lives in Tennessee. Don something or other vacations. I'm down. I'm done. I watched so many cruise videos. I watched so many cruise videos from people I have never seen. The Cruising Connects, apparently I like their channel. I watched so many of their videos yesterday. I'm hooked. I looked at so many excursions, and now I'm torn between whether I want to do like a spa package, an excursion, or there's like some specialty package that's called I forgot the name of it again, and I was just talking to Nathan about it. But it's like basically it's a dinner, and it's drinks, and then there's like a show, and it's like a mentalist, and it's like an old Victorian. Oh, Spellbound. It's called Spellbound, and that looks really cool. That looks really, really cool. but it's $150. And some of the packages, like I was thinking of doing a dolphin package because I've never done this one with the dolphins anywhere. So I was like, maybe I'll do that. That's about $150. Or you could do like an all week. You can go to the different spa things all week, and that's about $150. So I was thinking of doing that, one of those, but I would only pick one of those three things. I don't know. This is how I spent yesterday. It was a lovely day. I watched like old house tours, like tours of old houses, which I love. I grew up in the Northeast. We did that just so, like on random days, we'd go over to the Hudson Valley and tour old mansions. Or like, I don't know if you remember, like I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and there used to be this TV show called American Castles. A lot of those American castles I've been to because I grew up in that area. I went to them, and I was just watching like some of those on YouTube, not American Castles specifically, but like anyway, that's how I spent my yesterday, and it was lovely. It was fantastic. But shall we look at my weight? So we started this week at 240.3, which was lower than normal because of the strep throat, but we ended at 241, so we're only up 0.7 pounds, and I'm very happy with that. I had a pretty sodium heavy diet the last couple of days with that pork loin roll that Nathan made. He got that recipe off of Binging with Babish, which was amazing. I'll see if he can send me the link, and I'll link that video if I can find it. But he basically, Babish got this like whole pork loin, which we got it at Costco, and then he cut it up into different sections, and one of the sections he made that thing, and one of the sections he made pork chops out of, which Nathan's gonna make those tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when he's gonna make it, probably tomorrow. And then another section he like sous vide some pork chops. I'm not a big sous vide fan. I'm just not. Like, I don't like boiling meat. Call me crazy. But whatever. So, and we don't have a sous vide anyway, so I don't know, we'll do something else with it. But like, we started with that pork loin like roll thing, and it was delicious, but so salty because it's got pancetta in it. Pancetta. That word just flew out of my mouth. I was trying to think of that word for forever yesterday when I was talking to my mom, and I couldn't. Pancetta, which is super, super salty. So like, it was really salty. And then with my like tacos and my queso, I had a lot of sodium. So I am sure that is affecting my weight, but I don't care. Like, it's fine. As I said before, I don't have any goals to lose weight this month. I mean, I'm not mad that I have lost weight, but I won't be mad if, as long as I can stay in this range. My initial goal was to stay under 250, but since I'm down to 240, I think my goal is going to be to stay under 245 now. And that's it. That's where I am. Happy 4th of July. I hope your 4th of July was safe, very safe. If you were affected by these floods, I'm very sorry. I know there were quite a few people in Central Texas that were affected. But I know not everybody is in Central Texas, so I was watching a lot of people who had very good 4th of Julys. So I hope you did. I hope you were one of the people who had a very good 4th of July. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here with me, spending this week with me. I hope you come back and watch next week's vlog as well, and my YNAB video. Don't know where my YNAB video is going to be, because as I said, I'm going down to spend the day at a spa. It's about 2 hours away from here. And so I don't know if I will film a video before I leave. I may film it on Thursday night, but my Thursday night is kind of packed as well because I have dinner plans and then Wine Thursday. Oh yeah, I have Wine Thursday on Thursday night as well. So my Thursday is pretty packed, but I will have a wine app video for y'all at some point this coming week. But anyway, watch out for those videos this week. Have a wonderful week. If you want to make sure you catch those videos, you should probably subscribe to come along and make sure you get notified of them. Anyway, I love you so much, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.